The final thing to be done on the outside of the house is to actually brick in the walls. So the foundations have been laid, the frame's been built, the roof's been put on, so the trusses on the roof's been cladded, and the bricks will just then go on the outside of the frame. And so this will be the final part in the outside construction unit. So if we look at the bricking in the walls, we want to consider the effective width of a brick. So that's the brick with the mortar on it. And we're going to use that to determine the number of bricks in a wall. So if I have a look at the effective, a brick, would be 76 millimeters high by 230 millimeters wide by 110 millimeters deep. But the effective width of a brick would have 10 millimeters of mortar on it. So that would increase the height of the brick to be 86 millimeters high and another 10 millimeters on here, so 240 wide. So if I want to first of all calculate the number of bricks in a square meter of wall, all I would have to do is to work out the face area of a brick. So remember, a face area was 86 high by 240. They're in millimeters because we had that little bit of mortar on the brick. So we would just need to convert them into meters and multiply them together to get the square, the area in square meters of a brick. So that would become 0.086 meters, and that will become 0.24 meters, and multiply them together is 0.02064 meters squared in the surface area of one brick. Now, if we were to say 1 square meter divided by that, that would give us 48.9 bricks, which is around 50 bricks per square meter, allowing for a brick to break in every square meter. So that's a good round number to estimate with. Now, sometimes we want to consider the number of rows or courses of a brick in a wall. So if we have a look at a house, our house was like 20 meters long. So we just say, well, the effective width of the brick is 240 millimeters, which is 0.24 meters. And then we just say the 20 meters divided by 0.24 will give us 83.3 bricks, or 84 bricks per row. Now, if we wanted to build a wall 10 courses or rows high, we just multiply the 84 by 10 to say, well, that side of the house has got 840 bricks. The other way we could consider is asking how many bricks are in a 10 meter by 2.5 meter wall, so 10 meters wide and 2.5 meters tall. What we would do is calculate the face area of the brick, which we've done over here, and then we just work out the area of the wall, which is the rectangle, so 10 times 2.5, and then multiply it by that area of a brick, and that will give us 1,211 bricks. Now, to reflect on that, we could also say, well, the area of the wall is 10 times 2.5, which is 25 meters squared, and multiply it by 50 bricks per square meter. That's the number of bricks per square meter, and that's 1,250 bricks. So that's around about the same number, so that's good. Now your work is on page 285, and that's exercise 7I.